pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Roll call.
Charles Cole here.
Griffin here.
Thomas here.
And Richard's on vacation, and unfortunately Joe is sick. Meeting minutes from July 8th.
Cummings will make a motion to approve the meeting minutes from July 18th.
Motion by Cummings, second by Austin Poole to approve July 8th minutes. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried. Citizen input. State your name, please.
Hi, my name is Gunther Knudsen.
Gunther?
Yep, I'm here with my wife, Sarah Knudsen, and my daughter Hazel, and we live over on 534 South Jackson Street here in Waterloo. So I'm here today to request that Chapter 126, Section 2, keeping of poultry and livestock, be changed to allow for poultry on residential zoning. My wife and I have wanted chickens for a few years now. When we initially were looking into getting some, we were shocked that the code didn't already, allow us to do that, being out here in the country and rural areas, especially when, cities like Madison, Green Bay, Appleton, Kenosha, all do allow chickens on residential properties. And then looking into it more, I realized that a lot of other local municipalities do allow chickens nowadays. So some Prairie, Lake Mills, Watertown, Cottage Grove, Deerfield, Columbus, DeForest, Johnson Creek, and Waunakee all do allow chickens, within reason. There are restrictions, of course. People can't have hundreds of chickens on their property, but so I was just wondering, if these cities and smaller municipalities have success in allowing residents to safely raise chickens, why can't Waterloo? So as I stated, my wife and I have been interested for a few years, and now that we have a daughter, we're trying to make this push to get this changed finally, because we've just kind of been sitting on it, kind of just waiting, but we're really interested in having them to show our daughter, how raising animals, is a good thing, kind of show where food comes from, have a better relationship with that. And, there's a lot of benefits to chickens, obviously eggs are good, it can foster community relationships, the sharing of eggs, sharing of tips on how to raise chickens. They also can save a little bit from the landfill, they eat a lot of kitchen scraps, so, there are some benefits, and, I'm just hoping that Waterloo can look at some of these other municipalities and implement similar codes to those in order to provide a safe way for residents to raise chickens on their land. And then I did talk to my alderperson, and I know this has been pushed for previously, and I think it's been previously denied by the Public Health and Safety Committee. So I'm just asking that we reopen that issue and see if there's some way that we can change that code. And I'm not entirely familiar with how our local government works, so if there's a better way for me to try and get this changed, or if I need to go to a different place to voice this concern, just let me know. But that's it, thanks for your time.
Thank you.
Thank you.
R&R insurance presentation, that was informational, and that was taken up at the finance meeting, so there will not be a presentation to you guys for that. Meeting summary since last council, fire EMS. What?
Alright, so I'll give you a rundown. 30 EMS calls, 6 fire calls for a total of 37 calls for the month of July. Current total is 315. Monthly training, July 1st, we had the operators training. They train with the brush trucks, the UTVs, and then relay pumping. Monday, July 8th, we had our EMS training, we did our skills training, starting IVs, IOs, CPR, and with crews. For Monday, July 15th, we had our monthly fire training. We had finished up on some hose testing that had to get done. So we got that completed for the year.
Still getting later in the year for hose testing.
Well, and the short staff,
Yep, I understand.
it takes more than just a day. July 29th, we had a joint combination training. Landing zone med flight, we did have some other departments come in for that training as well. Unfortunately, med flight was not able to fly that night due to weather. So that is kind of the rundown the last month.
Thank you. Library board, Sarah.
Kelly's here, so she can.
Oh, Kelly gets to do it.
Because I don't remember everything like Kelly does, so I'm gonna let Kelly,
I think our two largest things that we did at the last board meeting was my evaluation.
Yep.
That took up a lot of the time, and then the budget, the 2025 budget. So, but we did end our summer reading program, and we were at the highest we've been since pre-COVID, so that was good. Over 580 people signed up, which was really nice. So we had a good summer, so.
Wonderful. Thank you. We had a variety of canceled meetings for lack of things to discuss, which is, I guess, okay. So now we're gonna jump down to the water and light. Tim?
The commission took a tour of the new wastewater treatment plant, and it's coming along quite nicely.
Nice.
The
But we're still
engineer
behind.
took us through it. We're looking at a spring of 2025 completion.
Good.
So, yeah, we're about 6 months behind. It's
That's
due
all right.
to electronics. Waiting for that to be delivered and, but it is, I mean, it's, you can see a lot of progress being made down there. And it's gonna be very nice once it's completed.
And then I'll look for our invitation for the council to.
I'm sure there will be one forthcoming. And pretty much the rest of what we did, again, discussed the wastewater treatment plant, which is
Hello.
a monthly action, and the rest is on the council agenda for the night.
Wonderful, thank you. And Parks Commission was also canceled. Consent agenda items are in your packet. If there are any questions?
Austin Cool make a motion to approve consent agenda items.
Cummings will second.
Motion by Austin Cool, second by Cummings to approve the consent agenda items. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried. Unfinished business, seeing none. Recommendations of boards, committees, and commissions. This will be the Tim show, so we're gonna start off with finance and personnel.
Thomas make a motion to approve the June 2024 financial statements, payroll in the amount of $107,059.94. General disbursements in the amount of $195,480.13. And the clerk treasurer's report, which is on file at City Hall.
Cummings will second.
Motion by Thomas, second by Cummings to approve the June financials and payroll. All in favor? Oh, roll call, sorry.
Cummings, yes.
Austin Cool, yes.
Charles Cole, yes.
Griffin, yes.
Thomas, yes.
Motion carried. July, Tim.
And Thomas make a motion to approve the July 2024 financial statements. Payroll in the amount of $97,666.21. General disbursements in the amount of $107,097.76. And the clerk treasurer's report, which is on file in the city clerk's office.
Cummings will second.
Motion by Thomas, second by Cummings to approve the July financial statements. Roll call.
Cummings, yes.
Austin Cool, yes.
Charles Cole, yes.
Griffin, yes.
Thomas, yes.
Motion carried. Resolution 2024-26, fire department purchase of ceiling fans, that was tabled. They gotta get updated quotes, so that will be coming back. So you can go back to finance or come to us at council. Did we decide?
No, we didn't. Charlie, you have a preference?
Can come directly to council, I think.
Then you can have it for the 5th. West, okay? That'll come back on.
Requoted.
Yeah,
Yeah.
with the quotes. Thank you. All right, utilities, contractor payments, number 15, that is in your packet. If you look at summary -17, it's the white one. That dollar amount is $938,524.32.
Cummings will make that motion for that amount.
Charles Cole will second.
Motion by Cummings, second by Charlie Poole to approve the contractor payment. Roll call.
Cummings, yes.
Austin Cool, yes.
Charles Cole, yes.
Griffin, yes.
Thomas, yes.
Motion carried. The second item is a change order action, which is on the back side of that page on the bottom. It says bid items 1 and 2 for $188,613. If you have any questions, Joe will probably comment on it, what the change order is, or Do we not care to change order? Or do you want
This
to-
is just an accumulation of the change order since the inception of the plant to date, and it's just to get the contractor paid
Okay,
for the change orders,
for the stuff you've done.
for the stuff that he's done to date.
Cummings will make that motion to approve the change order for $188,613.
Repeat?
Sure.
I remembered.
Charles School second.
Motion by Cummings, second by Charlie Cool to approve the change order. Roll call?
Cummings, yes.
Austin Cool, yes.
Charles School, yes.
Griffin, yes.
Thomas, yes.
Motion carried. Then the other items here are informational in your packet, tracking budgets, the monthly reports. So if you have any questions, you can ask Ms. Joy. If not, we will move on. Waiting for a tour date.
When it's finished, you want a tour? This was just up kind of,
That's all right. Thank you.
although there's a video that the cable TV did.
Oh, did they? Is it online? Oh, sweet.
Watched it.
Did
Pretty
you?
nice. Yes, pretty good.
I didn't know about it.
Along with the police officer interviews, those look pretty good.
Wonderful. I'll have to look
Good
up
to
my CATV. Gotcha, thank you. All right, resolution 2024-28, Coral's bond resolution. I think I filed that in here, yeah. And what is this one all about?
So this is the well improvements, the booster improvements. If you remember, we put it out to bid several years ago. It came back too high, so we decided to put it out with the treatment plant. That was beneficial to us. So that work will be done this, I think it's gonna be October, November. If you look at this, we did get a loan forgiveness, which is the state's form of a grant.
Okay,
So it's about 30%. So the project amount was 1.148296, and the principal forgiveness was 344,489, so our net loan is 803,807.
all right.
Thomas will make a motion to approve resolution 2024-28.
Charles
Cummings.
School. Oop, go ahead.
Second.
Cummings will second, all right. Motion by Thomas, second by Cummings to approve resolution 2024-28. Roll call.
Cummings, yes.
Austin Cool, yes.
Charles School, yes.
Griffin, yes.
Thomas, yes.
Motion carried. All right, ordinance 2024-14 should have been on your table. This has actually kind of been a long time coming. Back when the board kind of changed from Steve Battenberg in 2020, it was actually his opinion to dissolve it, thinking that they didn't need it, and at the time Laura and staff did not want to, which they still do not want to, which is fine. But they did determine after a few years here that having a smaller quorum is acceptable. I mean, things are running smoothly, you really don't need 5 people. So she made a request to have it reduced to 3 members instead of 5 members. And I did not have a problem with that. I thought
So
she
at
might be
one
able to do
time,
that.
they were going to propose to abolish.
Steve Battenberg, when he left, so I asked him kind of as an exit interview, because he had been on it since the beginning of time. So he wrote me some emails back and forth, and he had thought, since it was kind of up and running, and we kind of had a good manager, because at the time it was him and Bill Wendt. I think it was just the 2 of them at the very beginning. And then I think they got a couple of more people, and at one time, we had 5 people. But it was always kind of a revolving door. And then as these guys kind of got a little bit more settled in, and things got really quite firmed up with LaRon and budgets and all that stuff, that she's like, you know, we really don't need 5 people. So she was happy with 3, and I'm fine with that. I prefer to have a board, so I'm okay with that. So unless anyone has a problem with her request. Either that or I need 2 more people. We haven't been able to get them in 2 years.
Cool motion to, change the ordinance, correct? We're going to
Correct.
change the ordinance
Yeah.
154-1 from 5 to 3.
Cummings will second.
Motion by Poole, Kelly Poole, second by Cummings, to approve the reduced number from 5 to 3 for the cable board. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried. Future agenda items and announcement. Chad, you want to give us an update on the parking lot and sidewalks?
The sidewalk projects on Knowlton Street and the K-Way vicinity, we had 4 blocks that are cracked up, get removed and re-poured. Sidewalk project on the south side of town by Washington Street and K-Way is completed. Sidewalk project between the buildings here is completed. The parking lot is on track pretty well. They had riprap all in, they pulled most of the blacktop off, there was only a couple soft spots on the north end they gotta dig out. Tuesday, they will be pulling pavement from the police department area and the approaches, so we'll have to make arrangements with the police department to get the vehicles out Tuesday to get them on the street, and then Begley will ramp up to get them in and out. So it'll just be kind of a minor inconvenience for a couple days for them, we'll have to work through it. But we're on track, we're doing good.
What did you just say about the cracked sidewalks? What was that?
There are some blocks on the K-Way and Knowlton Street, I don't know if they cured too fast or what.
Oh, the new one they just did?
Yes.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Instead of cracking in the expansion joint, they cracked laterally instead of horizontally.
Okay. Right,
There was-
trailhead over there?
There was 3 that cracked and there was a 4th one in the middle that didn't crack, and I'm not gonna leave 1 block out of 4, so it's on the contract to replace them.
I'm sure that people appreciate the ones that are there because
Oh, yeah, there's-
they've been used.
Yes.
Oh, yeah,
Yes.
we
Watching them.
see them all the time.
Unfortunately, they got used maybe a little bit sooner than they were supposed to, but
Yep.
Alrighty, thank you. Water, just because we were just talking about council confirmations and boards. So, Bergen's retiring, so he's done as of August 1st, or excuse me, October 1st, correct? So we will have one board opening for a Waterloo utilities person, if anybody is interested in that. I know a couple of people have mentioned something to me, but I wanted to make the announcement that there is an opening. We should probably put that on the website too.
It is on our website.
Pardon me?
It is on our website.
Okay, that's fine, thank you. So we should have it on ours because they gotta come through here. And then today, I was actually at a government meeting in Milwaukee, talking about a bunch of different things going on through the state. So it was quite interesting, talking about different grants and stuff. And I actually made contact with a gal from the Department of Revenue who's gonna get a hold of us. So there's a planning grant that's coming out, the forms are coming out by November. And so these innovative grants, we've been doing some of this stuff with Jefferson County that I've been doing for over a year, going and meeting with a bunch of mayors and stuff, and then we've been talking EMS, I think Wes knows about this. And this other one is a planning grant, and it's something to do with 5,000 people and under, so our municipalities kind of fall in line with that. And I asked a few different questions about roads and utilities. And they said, yeah, some of that would be workable. So I'm like, oh, we can like get grants for utilities and projects. So I'm gonna get a hold of her in about another month when she gets a little bit more information, just to find out what options we have. Because with those 2 highway projects coming up in 28 and 31, we're not gonna be able to do a whole heck of a lot on our roads. Because those guys are gonna cost us a bit of money. And the utilities, you know, we have to fix everything under the roads too, so they go together. So I'm gonna push for some good luck here, but just thought I'd give you that update. And that's all I know. Anybody else have anything?
Phil, the squad was really great.
Yes, it was.
Yep.
It was
He
wonderful.
showed me the room next door and there was a lot. It was a really
Yeah.
awesome event.
That should be video up too on cable, right? You guys did some interviews and different things?
We do have some footage on Facebook.
Do you? Good.
Yeah, they did really good,
That was a
really good job
fantastic
putting it
event.
together. And it was a lot of fun.
Yes, well done.
Yeah.
Well done, DJ and Petey. All right.
Charles Gould makes a motion to adjourn.
Is there a second?
Motion by Charlie Cool, second by Cummings to adjourn, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? No one